RevMac Live without the big interview because I don't have an interview. Hold on right now. I don't have a. I don't have an interview. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. You're like, wait, what? If you're watching this on the replay, hang on a second. I'm talking to. This is the marvelous thing about this kind of broadcast. You know, are you inviting? Yes, I'm inviting him right now. Let's do this. All right, hang on. Dead air works on Haps. I know, doesn't it? August, like, it's interesting. Dead air definitely doesn't work well on radio. And you certainly wouldn't have dead air on like network TV unless it was meant to be like extremely. Well, I got a new boom here. I want to see if it's quiet. Hang on. Yeah, that's quiet because the damn thing doesn't move. There we go. I like that. It's nice and tight. It is extremely off-putting for professionals to have dead air. Hey, look at that. Oh, Clark Kent is here. He's unmasked. What's up, dude?
I am right now breaking Haps.
You're breaking it?
Pablo, well, yes, I am still in my broadcast, I think.
Oh, cool.
Let's see here. I am still on my broadcast.
Okay.
And I broadcast. What I'm doing is for yours, I'm using my laptop camera, and for the other one, I'm using my my webcam. But obviously
we're simulcasting in some way.
We'd be simulcasting anyway, but now we're like simulcasting.
Yeah, like that's exactly. I was trying to. Well, you know what? I think when you and I are on together, we should always be simulcasting.
Yes.
I think that's like a step above.
Sorry,
we're probably taking up so much bandwidth that that's why Pablo jumped in the room. He's like, warning.
Yeah, listen, if I'm actually breaking Haps, let me know and I'll hop off the other one. In fact, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say for anybody watching me over on my broadcast that led up to the important broadcast, this one, pop over here. I'm going to end that broadcast and pay full attention to this one. So I'll see you over here on Revolution.
Look at that. Hapception. I like that.
That's right. Is the top still spinning?
Can I be Leonardo, please? Thank you.
Yes. I'll be Michelangelo. All right. Going to end this other broadcast. Now listen, if I happen to disappear from this one, I'll be on in a second. Okay. If
It's
this
all
if this
magic.
kills, yeah.
It's magic. It's the
Okay.
magic of live streaming, everybody. While Aaron is trying to adjust that, I want to say that I like my new, I know sounds petty, but I like my new camera angle. I can deal with it. You can see my eyes. I think that's better. But it makes me look short, and I'm not short. I don't know. I just feel short. So I
How
think
tall are you?
I'm 6'1", and so I need the I think I just need the camera to be like closer to the top of my head. So I'm going to make an adjustment. But yeah, but I like the new, people told me they like the new camera angle, so that's fine. But
Well, but check out how tall
I
I am. This is me just sitting. It's just that my desk is 8 feet tall, and it still can't show how tall I am.
It still can't show just how statuesque you are.
Yes.
That's a little better. I mean, I am kind of, I'm 6'1", but I'm a very large man, and so I always feel like I'm just like this stump because I am kind of a stump, and so, but I don't like looking stumpy. It's just it's personal. It's personal choice. How are you doing?
I get it. Well, I'm doing great. I'll tell you
it?
what I've learned in my life is that people look at you, and for the most part, the people that are quality, they'll go, "Oh, that's Revolution," right? They don't go, "He's stumpy," or he has less hair than I do, or whatever. Like we care about. Like I go, "Oh my god, look at my fucking nose." Nobody else gives a shit,
Right?
Except for maybe some 16-year-old girl somewhere. Look at his nose. Nobody cares. But
True.
us, we look and we go, "Oh, we got this, and people just go, "Oh, that's Aaron. That's what Aaron looks like," and take it or leave it.
Well, we should be allowed then, Aaron. I think. I mean, it's 2021. We should be allowed then. I think to. Yeah, right. I know. It's actually somebody told me. Somebody told me it was March 2. 2020. So it's the 2nd March in the year 2020. We're not admitting to 2021 yet. But I think in 2021, we should be able to have the ability to, hey, Helen Wallace. Oh, Helen, awesome. Good to see you. If anybody wants to come up and say hi tonight too, just to, come up and say a quick hello, because this is our first premiere night together and we need a name, folks. We need a name for this little powwow we're having. But I think we should be able to.
Reva Aaron.
Reva Aaron. Well, let me, Arev. Oh, I like that one. I kind of like that one. I came up with one. So, Bobby and I are R and the letter NB, because I was thinking there's a lot of like Rev and Aaron things, but I'm like, that kind of might sound a little like that. And Davcat and I are like, it's now Davcat and the Revolution. So like, we really have to either just be really simple, just like, Aaron and Rev, or, I mean, we got to go full or crazy.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Most people,
the Haber Revolution. It's perfect, right?
Right. Doesn't mention me at all. I like it. It's perfect. Yeah. The Haber Revolution. That's kind of good. I like that.
But then nobody knows you're in the show, and it's both.
I know, but I don't. Really right. That's true, but I kind of like that. But I mean, it is my kind of sex appeal and charm that's going to make it or break it. So. He says that nobody believes him. He says that nobody believes him. Yeah. But I do like that though. The Haber Revolution. You know what, dude? Like, I don't need notoriety or anything. So but I like that one. We'll see what happens.
I don't actually like that one, because even though it sounds good, it doesn't actually talk about you.
Gotcha. Well, I appreciate that. Hey, what's up, John?
2 people.
Aaron McInnes. That'll really confuse him. Yeah. Aaron, Stephen the Pem. Yeah, like
Arby's.
They'll just think it's a different guy. Arby's.
No, horsey sauce.
This is good. I like crowdsourcing our name, though.
Yes.
And I will tell you this: come up with a name. You can crowdsource it. If we like it, we'll take it. But if you want to invest in the project, like somebody names a stadium, you know what I mean? We'll let you call us whatever you want, but it's going to cost you 5 Gs.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right.
So, you can call it your mama's favorite brother. I don't care.
Yeah.
For 5 Gs, you can call it whatever you want.
That's how I paid for college, and why I also have a tattoo on my scrotum. Yeah. It's
naming rights. Yeah. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yeah. Like, do people actually get tattooed there? I don't know where we're going with this.
I'm absolutely sure they do. Yes.
Oh my God. I can't even. Oh, wait. Haberdashery revolution. Oh, quite dapper there. Hi, lady. Did you ever warm up? Okay, that's a private conversation. Hello from New York. Wow, I have not seen Tinkerballs in ages. Haber and Revels. There you go. Oh, that's interesting. Is it Haber? Is it Haber? It's Haber.
It's Haber, yeah.
It's Haber and Revels. That's kind of good, Helen. It's kind of neat. Air Rev sounds like a sneaker. Hello from New Orleans. Oh, Air Rev. I get it. Hi. We could just have a different name every week and never have anybody know what we're doing.
Talk.
Yeah, that's good. It's kind of 4 girls in a bucket. I don't remember what that thing was, but
I think that was a sequel.
Joy. Yeah. Oh, what is it? I have a friend that has a podcast that's like, it'll come to me. Appreciate you award. Wow.
A pizza place and a cup.
Yeah, and you know what? I said we're crowds. See, look at now. I look really short. All right, I'm gonna have to work on that camera angle thing. So, if we, but I do like it. Hello from Raleigh. If 2 guys in a hat. Let me ask you this: since we're outsourcing things, hang on one second, Aaron. Hang on one second. Oh, you know what? You guys know my background. Like, do I need a new background? Do I, like Aaron's got his nice leather chair there and everything. Like, I just got
want to be like
Asian?
What do you mean?
There. I don't know. Like, do I need a green screen? Should I be, should I be?
You should see my friend Mars's background. He usually has a crisp green screen in back of him, and he looks great. You know what that is actually? That is actually kind of annoying because you can see my ring light reflection. That is a 7-foot tall, black. What is it, like a dry erase sticker?
Is that's your what?
In back of me. That is a 7-foot tall dry erase sticker.
Oh, okay. I get it now.
I can write on my wall, and that seemed like a great idea when I was taking a break from broadcasting, and now, not such a great idea.
Not so much. Yeah, right. But it's stuck there.
Yeah,
with
literally
space laser. Eventually, but I keep nodding off of my chair. I was meant to be working on my playlist and keep. What was it? McCaber hour. With the Rev and Aaron. There's some good ones out there. We can. I think we can do this. We're getting there. The word haver is a Scottish word for talking. Yeah, that's true.
When I know I want to be the one that havers next to you, or whatever that was.
Haver. Oh yeah. Oh, I would walk 10,000 miles or something. I don't know. Was that a Broadway thing? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
100
miles.
It
was. Oh God, what was the name of that band? It was the Scottish guys. That's what they were called.
The only band from Scotland. Oh, Helen's in the room. Sorry. Ooh, slow down. There's some good Scottish bands that have come to America. Relax.
Yeah, there's that band Kilted.
Kilted?
I had a bagpiper at my wedding, actually.
Ooh, I like that. McCaber, but pronounced macabre. There you go. Super Clap Award from August West, who's also PK Bublets, who's also Phil. I don't know how you do that.
Yes,
that's the
names.
one.
Oh, the Proclaimers. Thank you. Yes.
Proclaimers. There you go.
Please, Helen, say hi to the Proclaimers for me.
It's Scotland. Everybody knows everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And Helen is in the biz, so she knows them all. I wonder if they're still around. What was that, like was that the early 2000s, I think?
Probably.
Well, now we're doing we're flashing back with records. And we've got somebody in a room that's an expert. So Helen can either come up, which is fine, or we can, we'll talk about something we know, which I don't know what that's going to be. And we can talk about what the show is going to be about. And I mean, Seinfeld kind of already got the thing about a show about nothing, but I don't think there's any reason why we can't repeat that.
Yeah. Well, we're both two political dudes. We don't have to talk about politics, but we were talking about maybe picking a thing each week and then seeing where it goes. I'm kind of loosey goosey on the whole thing. Whatever you want is okay with me.
I'm loosey goosey too, and I like that. I often bump into a proclaimer. It has been known. That is awesome. One of the only groups. Let me say this right now. It's pretty crazy. Aaron has a goat in there. Apparently, I'm not sure.
Yeah, my goat got my pen for me.
Good pen. I just want to say that it's a remarkable thing that Aaron and I mean, how long have you been on here, dude? 6, 8, 10 weeks, maybe?
76 days. I mean, I've been broadcasting since 2015.
No, but here on Haps, I meant, yeah.
I believe it's like
So
78, 79 days, something like that.
yeah, I'm on. I think I screenshot it because I always forget, but I think I'm on like day 66 or 67. So we're about the same amount of time. And I like I just find this amazing that I love this platform. In the last week, a good friend, Davcat, is, she did a couple of broadcasts, but she's coming on. We're doing a thing on Thursdays, and we didn't even know each other a few weeks ago, and we're doing this. I'm doing a thing on Saturday, with Bobby, and I've been doing stuff on Sunday with, Serena, and I'm going to do an interview on Sunday, like with Dr. Hopper,
That was the guy who wanted Kermit the Frog's legs in the Muppet movie.
Oh yeah, wait, wanted Kermit the Frog's legs.
I think so.
Oh, I don't remember that bit. I was thinking of Beaker when you were thinking when I was saying doctor. But Dr. Hooper. Okay, I'm real confused. It's Dr. Hooper, the cosmologist, physicist out at, I think maybe
so basically you're codependent is what you're telling us.
Yes, I went from a guy that broadcasts by himself 5 nights a week to depending on other people. But this is exactly what I like. Like, I know people think, because I like to talk, but I know people think that I just want to sit up here and talk. I hate that. I hate it if there's nobody in the chat. That's no fun. But I'm not the kind of person that just likes to hear himself talk. I like to hear other people talk.
Oh, that's obvious from the ratio of how much you've talked compared to me. That's completely obvious.
Very good. So on that note, go take it away, Aaron. But but I'm just thrilled that there's Michelle out there. All these people that I've met, I'm still a little overwhelmed. I'm fanboying on people all week. Right now, I'm fanboying on Aaron Haber. Because he's the real deal, folks. He's legit, and he's funny as hell. And I'm super excited for us to be on, here together. So, and there you go. Take it away, Aaron. I won't talk for 15 minutes.
No, I don't want you not to talk for that long. I was just messing with you. By the way, I was thinking, is there anybody on Haps that is doing an all porn show where all they do is talk about porn? I know I didn't discuss this with you beforehand, but
oh wait, yeah, right, and you should have. But hold on, no, it's okay. We can hang on a second go ahead, because I have something for you on that. So go ahead.
No, I don't. Although a girl that used to be friends with my wife went to NYU Film School, became a porn director, and had a great porn name, by the way. She never did it in front of the camera stuff, but her porn name was Martha Washington. She was the first lady of porn.
Bring them in.
And for yes, well, all the history buffs and the LARPers and all that. And for our wedding, she gave us just a pile of porn. And I'll tell you, the production quality was really pretty good. I'm not even kidding. Like, it was like they did like a Bonnie and Clyde one.
And
they had everything was like legit to the period. It was
Aaron,
yeah.
I got to introduce you to now there are Clubhouse friends, and then they're like Clubhouse, like ride and die Clubhouse friends. Like within 30 minutes, you'll rob a bank with this person, and that you get that attached to people in Clubhouse. It's very strange. But so this is just a regular friend from the internet. So more than an acquaintance, but I don't want to be like a ride and die kind of friend. But Nevertheless, I love her, Alice Vaughn, and she has this podcast with Natalia Reagan, and I've been on both of them in Clubhouse with Brian Dunning, and they have a show called Two Girls, One Mic, The Porncast, and that is exactly what they do. They bring a guest on, and they dissect a porn movie. Now, clearly, they're dissecting the very few porn movies that actually have a script now, and or probably older porn movies.
Right.
But yeah, you know what? I need to talk to, I don't know if they have guests. They probably do, but I'm going to ask Alice and Natalia. I'm going to say, look, I got a guy. He's really funny, and he's really into porn, and he's not creepy. No, anyway, I'm just going to tell him that.
Can you also recommend me?
Yeah, right. I was recommending myself at that point, but yeah, I will recommend you. Yeah, I definitely will. I might make no guarantees, brother, that they'll take you, but no, they're perfect. You should be a guest on there, and you can dissect some porn. But I don't know, might be a little weird, maybe because I've only listened a couple times, and maybe it's all women. I don't know. That might be weird to have one guy and two women and talking about porn. I don't know,
Yeah,
but it's a different world.
I don't
It's a
know.
different world.
I think I have comedy clients, right, where people that want to do comedy, and I teach them the ropes and give them advice and all that. And I have worked with 2 playmates and one
Oh,
like just flat out porn star who wanted to do stand up. He was really funny actually. Um, yeah, so I'm not
and I
judgmental
mean,
about that stuff. It's a living, you know.
oh, your take. Wow, Helen. Hold on a second. I gotta breathe. Whew.
See, as I talk about
Uh,
porn and Helen loses her shit.
yeah, right there.
Yeah.
She's taking us to bed. Wow. It is after midnight somewhere. So thank you, Helen, for that. I will appreciate that little excitement. Most I've had in a while. Let's
Helen
see.
has to have a couple of deep fried Oreos before bedtime, as is traditional in Scotland. And I'm pretty sure Helen is sleeping on a deep fried pillow. Just my understanding of Scottish culture.
The pillow full of deep fried haggis. The no, that man, I had about 9 thoughts go into my head when we were going this. Hold on, I'm trying to invite Eleanor in. Did I invite you in, Eleanor? Hang on. I keep hitting the wrong button. Oh, I need to give you director control in case there is a terminal failure, Aaron.
Yes.
Um,
Now, by the
so
way,
I
I've got
got to be
about
able. Is
10 minutes.
that all we have left? Holy cow! Look at that.
Yeah. Well, we
Wow,
started a couple minutes late.
we did.
Yeah. But yeah, I think next week, what you should do is the next week's gonna be different because we're gonna do it in my room.
Yeah,
But we can like pop into the other. Well, I don't
I
know.
think no, we could
I was gonna
try
say
that.
come in and say hey,
Yeah.
and then now we could keep it the same broadcast, or we could then just change it. It depends on how much you care about. Like, are we gonna get an extra
I
200, 300
I don't.
views?
I
Yeah,
don't.
I
I
don't.
don't. I
Yeah,
want people to watch. I don't care how they
yeah,
watch. I
yeah.
honestly, we could do it on your thing every week. I don't give a damn. The but I'm trying to think this out. Is there? Can we actually be? Would there be any advantage to me being on my show and you being on your show? I don't know.
I
It's kind of. It
don't.
could be. Does
I
anybody out there
noticed
have an
that
idea?
when I was doing that, I
Uh huh.
noticed that I was chopping.
You were well because you're probably using up a lot of resources on your. But wait, were you on 2 different devices or
No,
2 different browsers?
I was on 2 different
Oh,
tabs on my browser. I could,
damn.
go live
Yeah,
on
no,
here.
right. But oh, I bet I would probably be like my MacBook would probably light on fire if I tried it.
I
But
don't
I
think there's
will
a
try it.
benefit to that.
Yeah, I
I'll tell
don't
you
think
why. I
there
don't think
is either.
because anybody who's following us will get a ping when we go
Right,
live, no matter whose broadcast we originate from.
right.
And
No, I was just
right
having fun
now,
with it.
oh well, yes. See, I take everything
Yeah.
seriously, so
Yeah, yeah, which is funny because you're such a, not, you're such a serious guy, but one would think comedian, but he's not. He's structured, he's serious, he's got a method. He's okay, hold on. I'm doing this with Helen. She says, I'm presenting this. Sorry, I got to talk this through. Yeah, alternate weeks. That's what we're going to do. We're just
just
getting there the
alternate
long way.
weeks. Oh, look at that. I've never
Yeah.
presented a comment ever.
You've never presented a comment.
I guess it's
Not
good for
once.
people that aren't on the platform, right?
Um, yeah, I don't know. Like sometimes I present a comment if if we're up with a bunch of people and I'm hoping they'll see it because I hate typing in that little pink box. I don't know. Like I'm not well, and I can't like if I move my desk, like look, it's like an earthquake. My picture jumps and everything. So what I usually do is I take my phone and I comment through the phone. And so yeah.
Oh, that's smart. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
because
learn so much from you.
it's easier to hold my phone in front of me and just use my thumbs. I'm a fast thumb typer.
Me
Uh,
too.
uh yeah, are you really? Yeah. See,
Yeah,
I
and
can't type
I
for
have hitchhiker's thumb. Do you? Can you see that?
no, I don't. No, I
Oh,
don't.
well, you
But
can't.
but
Not
you
everybody's
do. So
perfect.
if we need a ride,
Yes,
we're good to go. Did you ever
I'm your guy.
hitchhike?
No,
Never hitchhiked?
I've got an anxiety disorder. I would never hitchhike.
Oh, good lord.
I would plan a carefully planned trip potentially,
Uh-huh.
but
Right. Excuse me,
no,
Mr.
yeah,
Hitchhiker. I have a schedule that I would
yeah.
like us to stick by, sir, if I
No,
could ride in your car.
people get murdered. Like, what do you think the percentages
How
of
old are you? How old are
hitchhikers?
you?
I'm 46.
Okay, you're like I'm almost 10 years older than me. Like, I mean, I know I like that people get murdered, but like when I was 15 years old, if you want to get across town, All you had was your thumb, dude, and you just hopped in a car, and people gave you a ride. It was
Wait a
fine. It
second.
was daytime.
Am I 10 years older than you, or you're 10 years older than me?
I'm 10 years older than you. No, if I were 35, I
was
would
gonna
look like
say-
hell right now.
I was going to say anything. I'd be like, wow, this dude is aging terribly.
Yes.
For 55,
yes.
you look great.
Thank you. 75, I look awesome. That's the one I like. You know what I mean? Like, How old are you? 75. Oh, you look great. Yeah, I'm really only 54. Thanks. But
So
I will be
I think next
55 in
week-
April.
Happy birthday. I think we should
Thank
we should have a short chat during the
Uh-huh.
week and just say
Uh-huh.
let's pick a topic to start from and see where we go. I don't know. What do you think?
I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot because one, we'll probably get something accomplished. Though I don't think we want to accomplish anything. And two, that'd be really fun because it'd be fun to dissect a topic.
I have an agenda.
You do?
I have a liberal homosexual agenda.
Ah,
I'm
for next
not
week.
gay, but I just think it's funny to say homosexual agenda.
A homosexual agenda. I do really want to foist the.
I have a homosexual agenda too.
And you know what? We fight over the same agenda sometimes.
Let's bring Eleanor on.
Usually they like Eleanor better. We can. Yes, we should. Look, I think you're married, Aaron, so I would only want you to be doing this in a professional way for research.
Okay.
But this is terrible now. I mean, it's so hard.
Come on out with it.
All right, you got to go. Just look up Sleepy Socialist on Twitter.
No, I don't have to go. I'm just saying I want to hear.
No, I'm just saying.
I've got 5 minutes.
Just Sleepy Socialist because
Okay.
Eleanor and I are like in a death match. Like whoever.
You can have her. It's
What?
fine.
What?
Yep.
You've released her?
I have.
No, it's not any fun.
I like your hair.
Thanks.
Do you know my 9-year-old has the same haircut as you?
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah. And my wife and I have been like, you think it's just a haircut, or we're like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let it be whatever it is.
Yep.
I'll figure it out along the way.
Like you remind me a little bit of the Little Mermaid, actually.
Ariel.
It's like the long red hair, and I like it. I think you look cool.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry to judge you based on your appearance, but I think your appearance is cool.
I don't have any fins.
No, well,
no, but I mean, I think. Wait a minute. I think we're safe, Aaron, because oh god, this gets into such dangerous territory. But I think with the Little Mermaid, Disney is actually not culturally appropriating someone. I don't think there's a mermaid community out there. I don't know how Disney. I don't know how they didn't do it because they almost always offend some group with their movies. But it may be that the Little Mermaid
coming back, the live action one. I'm actually excited for it. Ariel will be played by a person of color.
Yes.
Oh wow!
Yes.
That is awesome.
It's about time they had.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's a Cyndi Lauper do. She's fucking rocked that haircut. She does. She's awesome. She's awesome. We have 3 minutes. Is this bedtime? Tuck in time now? I'm confused. It's 7:30 there, right?
It's 7:30, and my schedule is that from 7:30 to about 8:30, I hang out with my oldest kid, and we watch some quality television together. Currently, we're watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, as well as Steven Universe. And then she goes upstairs and hangs out with mom for a little bit. I put the 3-year-old, soon to be 4-year-old, to bed. And then it's 15 minutes of alone time, and then it's time to go to bed and start the whole thing over again.
Max 15 minutes of alone time.
That's more than that. I usually go to bed like midnight, 1 o'clock. But
yeah, I'm been on this. I was on a 5-day Clubhouse bender. We can talk about that sometime. Don't do it. Don't do it. And I've been super, super busy the past 2 or 3 weeks trying to get this thing going and book people and stuff like that. But the only I have is when I'm done with this program at 11 at night all day, because I've got my son, with the whole homeschool thing or whatever the heck they call it. And then that's, like there's somebody around all day. And the only time I have, and that's when I need to go to bed. It never happens before like 2. And I'm up at 7:30. So, because I know what it's like. We had this little bit of a we've only been able to squeeze a half an hour in here too because we both want to make sure we get to hang with our kids and get them to bed and everything. So I think that's beautiful. But what I also think, I think we jammed a lot in a half hour. I think we did pretty good.
Oh yeah.
You jammed it. You didn't jelly it.
Yeah,
We didn't jelly
Eleanor. I forgot. Are you on the East Coast?
I am in the middle. I am in the mountains.
He's in the middle. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. How do we do that? Darn. Hold on. All right. I'm just going to play with the buttons. Still fail. There she got it. Good job. That's kind of fun.
In the middle.
Eleanor in the middle. There's the
5 hours.
title. Eleanor in the middle. It doesn't talk about us at all. 5 hours. 5 hours. Well, no, this is how bad it is with the. Wait a minute. No. Where am I going here? Hold on. I can't high five you. There you go. Come on, El. Wait. I'm getting dizzy.
Eleanor, do you broadcast?
I haven't over here yet.
Where do
I
you
have
broadcast?
some over on like. I did. No, I didn't. I did it up from your channel.
I kind of sneakily. And I needed to do some things, but you were kind of forced to host. So that's my trick.
Force me to do anything, man. Can't force me to do
Can't
anything.
force you to do anything.
No.
You could have walked away. Yeah.
No, listen, wait. I've only got like 3 minutes, so I want to get my questions in,
let's
and
go.
I'm going to pop out. So I want to learn more about Eleanor, if you don't mind. So,
Please wait a minute. Hold on.
It's $5 a question. No.
Go for it. There you go.
Oh no, I didn't want you to leave.
I'm just kidding. I'm going to take a drink of water. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, where do you broadcast?
Periscope.
Okay, but that's they're killing it.
They're going away. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it seems like an appropriate place at 3 a.m. while I'm getting high, just hanging with friends. It's not really.
How is that different than 9:30 at night?
How's it different from 9:30 in the morning? How did I think of it?
Exactly.
And so is that mostly what you're doing? Is it just like you're hanging out and gonna?
As of over on Periscope, yeah. I haven't put any energy into Periscope.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, cool. That's all I wanted. I just want to know like what you were doing because I'm interested.
Yeah, I want to. Eventually, I think I'm going to do some of them along the lines with like mental illness and like addiction, because that's what I know about.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe art, maybe all of it. I really
all
don't know.
at the same time. You should alternate sessions.
Aaron, do you know Anya?
Script that one out.
Do you know Anya Gold?
I don't think so.
I didn't know if you did or not, but she's from Rifle, Colorado, and her name is Anya Gold. That's
Cool.
like perfect, like she's probably
cool.
from a gold mining family and everything. I like that. Anya Gold from Rifle. That's pretty cool. Welcome, Anya. Super hard from Anya. Thank you.
Somebody, it's going to take me a while to figure it out.
Like,
do I? Periscope has gone downhill. Well, I mean, they're shutting down in 2.5 weeks, so.
You didn't know that?
The time to go downhill.
She was rocking some spoken word. You're talking about Eleanor. Yeah,
cool.
that was great fun, that show. And Helen, are you asleep yet? Because we're about to lose Aaron. So I just wanted to check since you had taken us to bed with you. Holy crap! This is fun.
So Anya's a broadcaster, I believe.
Oh, cool.
So, but Anya, welcome over here because couple of weeks, so welcome.
Yeah, if you're on Periscope right now and you don't want your soul sucked into the big Periscope machine, you need to get over here to Haps.
What soul? I have no soul.
Yeah, it's like I have no feelings. I've been married twice.
Sorry.
Yeah, it just comes with the territory. She was rocking some spoken word poetry. David Lepper, yep, hardly any scopes on there at all now. That's what I heard. It's like a teenage wasteland over there. Nothing going on.
Well, can I do my outro stuff before I
you
take
can.
off?
You can.
So first of all, thank you. It was a good first show. It was fun. It was loosey goosey. It was nice. And Eleanor, it was a pleasure being on screen with you.
You as well.
Yeah. And I broadcast every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time on Haps. Tomorrow I'm on with my dad. And then Thursday, Snarky Democrat is coming back for just a pop in. And then Saturday night, I do a trivia show called Stupid Trivia for Weirdos. Everybody is welcome, even you, Revolution. You're welcome as well. And then yes, it looks like Tuesday night we're gonna have. I imagine the show will be slightly different next week, but maybe not. I don't know. But Tuesday night at 7.
I mean, it depends.
All this is Pacific time. Yeah, all this is Pacific time.
I mean, because we're gonna do a debrief. We're gonna do a debrief. We're gonna do a debrief later, and we might not have liked it at all. No, I had fun. Keep going, Aaron. I'm sorry.
Uh oh.
Woo.
Okay, we're back.
Kicking him out.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Feel free to call me anytime. Oh, Helen. Okay. Wait. I have to get in the mood. Hang on a second. Oh, Ghost. What are you doing? Oh, that was for Helen. That's.
I thought this was going to be some ghost face killer thing, but I'm confused.
It's like a ghost orgasm face. I don't even remember how it started, but it's a thing.
I hope when I'm a ghost, I can still have orgasms.
Me too.
That'll be fun.
I hope so too. Goodbye, Team Haberers. I'll see you later. Eleanor, pleasure to meet you in kind of
in real life, kind of.
Yeah, this is as close as it gets now. I mean, at least there's no STDs.
Right. And Revolution, we'll talk later.
Thanks, buddy. This was great. I really had fun. I'm looking forward to it every week.
Okay, me too. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Make sure you guys are following Aaron Haber, everybody. You got to subscribe to him. And oh, wow, Helen. Yes. It's after midnight somewhere. That was fun. Holy crap. That's his cum face, but it's like a ghost. All right. And yeah, Helen, I'm sorry. Eleanor has taken over. But this is a good time, Eleanor. Do you want to love to take a little, I was doing the what do you call it? The Clubhouse show.
How far away are we from your goal up there?
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
What is that? I can't.
He's gone.
Oh, hey, what does it say? I can't see it. Can anybody see what the goal is up there? Hold on a second.
Hey,
I do want to say this. I can look at, hold on a second. I do want to do this, folks. Hang on. Oh, wow. Let me refresh.
Oh, my calendar just.
I think the one on the screen is usually
Davcat tomorrow.
Yes, but Davcat and I, since we're on Thursday, we're not going to do tomorrow night. I just confirmed that.
Calendar.
Yeah, but tomorrow night it is it's Revolution McInnes and Anna Sevilla. I think she's just going to guest co-host with me, and she's going to learn the ropes and have some fun because I really want her to broadcast on here. So I think we're just gonna hang out and have fun. Let me
totally spelled that wrong.
All right, I'm going to jump into shameless
85%
self-promotion mode. $200 must be.
$1. You can ask me almost anything.
So here's what we need to do. Here's what we need to do between now and 11 p.m., folks, because some of us need. What do you need? You have a cracked phone screen or something, right?
You
need millions like we all do, but but I mean, you have the insurance, right?
Well, yeah, I had a high deductible because I had to get a whole new phone, though. Like, it wasn't just
Right. Well, what I'm saying is we need to help her pay down her deductible here a little bit. So if we can raise just $10 short, I can get a payout and I can give my lovely friend here her cut of what she gets every month for working on this show, because she doesn't just hang out with us. She actually has a job here. Doesn't pay well. Don't tell anybody what she's making per hour. I'll go to jail. But Eleanor gets a cut. So we just need $10 more so I can get a payout. So $10 going once, $10 going twice. Cha-ching. Here we go. So yeah, that was fun. Give me some feedback out there, folks. What did you think about Aaron and I? I was a little nervous because Aaron's an actual professional. So I was kind of scared that, and I probably did look dumb half the time, but at least it wasn't 100% of the time. So
Well, you can't help that.
yeah,
I mean,
I had a blast.
that's Aaron or not. It's fine. It's fine. We accept you as you are.
It was. Thank you. So you are saying I looked dumb. Yep. Thanks, Eleanor. I love your truth. I don't like to hear it, but I love it.
Fact is, I missed
I'm shaking the camera again. Yeah. All right. So you guys were great. Thanks, Phil. I appreciate that because that was like a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun on Hap. Seriously, like
I found
can somebody
llama.
just promise me that you found a llama? Why am I off screen? Does anybody know?
Because you put me on it.
Oh, I wanted to take a bio break. I would love to talk with you about broadcasting and sharing some perspective. I'm from the USSR. Cool. Edward, Conservative Voices, had given me some incredible advice. Anytime, Anya, any of us will be thrilled to give you any advice. Thank you for the Got Talent Award. Thank you for the Fist Bump Award. What is the wait? You are in the USSR right now, or are you? Yeah, I'm from. But you say you're from the USSR. You want to come up here and talk with us, Anya? Don't feel like you have to, but I'm going to invite you, and that would be great. But just so you know, if you're watching this on replay, we're always here to help people. There is not a person on this platform that Empathy Award. Well, look at that. Thank you. Fist Bump Award, Got Talent Award. Those are great. We're going to get there, folks. We are 550. Oh my gosh, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. So there isn't a person on this platform, I think, that will. Yes, please come on up. I don't think there's a person on this platform that wouldn't generally help out a fellow broadcaster. So invite user. I thought I already did that. Night Owl Award. Look at that.
It's a llama. It's reflecting my screen.
I love the llamas.
If I put that up there, you won't be able to see it. Isn't it great?
Yeah, this is definitely making me feel short. Hold on a second. Hold on. I gotta fix the camera here. This is definitely making me feel short. I don't like that.
Well, how tall are you?
That's worse. 6'1".
Oh,
Well, no, you don't want to see my moves. Hold on. Let's move that up. Just a little. I'm sorry if I'm making anybody dizzy.
You want your camera at like eye level or just slightly above?
Well, I know, just slightly above. That's why I do it. But hang on. Just slightly above. Let's see if we can get that to be there. There we go. Can you still see my eyes? Yeah, I was getting complaints that you can't see my eyes. So
I don't make eye contact, so it's okay.
Well, yeah, 3. Where are we at? 3, 7, 8.
I was gonna put together
50.
something, and everybody that donates $1, their name can get put in a drawing because I found llama merch.
Oh,
Stickers.
Oh, she found llama merch.
And
Okay,
mirrors.
awesome.
Nice.
Oh, that's fun. We could give stuff away live, like just make sure it's not live animals.
Are you telling me I've got to return the llamas?
Yeah, that was right. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I really like Aaron Haber. I think we gel real well.
Yeah, I saw that Abyss.
It's pretty funny though. He's the comedian.
I didn't understand any of what you
but
said.
He's way more serious than I am. Oh, we are so close. We are so close to our $10 goal, ladies and gentlemen. Let me check. Are you coming up, Anya? I think I invited you. Hang on. Oh God, we are at $199.98. $199.98. Somebody give us 15 cents.
Llamas.
A hunk of burning love. A hunk, and we're over. Look at that, David Leeper.
What?
We're over. We are now.
God.
Oh, we're now. Oh, you can slow down, Phil. Now we're getting into profit territory. We weren't asking for profit.
Go,
Remember, all your proceeds, percentage of your proceeds go to my lovely friend on the left, for all of her effort in helping me do this. I really appreciate it. Oh, Anya, have you never been up here? My bad. Hang on a second. So Are you on a mobile device? If you're on a mobile device, there's going to be, and you're using the Haps thing. Hang on, because I never used the mobile device. There's a little thing that says "Go Live" at the bottom. If you're on a desktop, on a PC, then what you're looking for is the invite. So you're looking for like oh, I'm not on that screen either. Hang on a second. You're looking for like a bell symbol. You're looking for a bell symbol, and there'll be an invite up there, and it'll ask you if you want to join my program. She's a student. She deserves a bonus. Mobile. Okay, so at the bottom of your mobile, you've got to be on iOS then, right? Well, I guess you could be on Android. But at the bottom of the screen, there's a little camera. It says "Go Live." There's a little camera at the bottom of the screen. It says "Go Live." I liked that. Aaron came in. You know what? Have you noticed just in the past few days, there's a lot more people broadcasting that I don't know who they are. So I don't know that if the discovery is getting better or if there's just people that are coming. But seriously,
it's getting down to the end over at Periscope. I think people are finally figuring that out, and nobody wants to be the very last, person to leave. Well, goodbye. It's my show again. Oh, he's back. Damn it.
All right, Anya. Or she can check her notification. That's what I did last night. So yeah, check your notifications. You probably got an email, Anya, that has given you an invite as well. I believe, right? You guys get an email too? I think.
I'm on a laptop.
Nope, trying on iPhone.
It depends on how your notifications are set up, if you'll get an email or not.
The end is near joy. At the bottom of your iPhone, in the middle of the screen, at the bottom, it says Discover, Feed, Go Live, Activity, and I thought it said Pro-Life. I was about to freak out. It says Profile. Like, oh my God, I got to leave this network. Oh my God. Okay, hang on a sec. You want the one that says Go Live. And that should get you there.
I have 3 llamas.
Huh? You have 3 llamas?
Yeah, Baracko llama.
The Parapocalypse. I like that one. The Parapocalypse.
Dalai Lama, which is a Buddhist Dolly Parton Lama. Dalai Lama. And Llama Ding Dong.
Llama Ding Dong. Yeah, look at this. There's another person. I don't know. I do know who they are. Swift Beats. Oh, there's me.
What up, Swift?
From earlier in the day. Oh, I'm a handsome man, aren't I? All right. More peeps are discovering Haps. That's good. I mean, wouldn't matter how handsome I am, would it?
No.
I mean, you don't have to tell people that I'm not your type, but basically, anyway. Mr. Vanity here. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, Rev, you're just a dorb.
You're a riot, Eleanor. Oh my gosh, it's Ellie. Ellie's like my North Star. Ellie is my North Star. She's like, she keeps me calm. She centers me. She's just a great person, and just like she never. I don't know, like Ellie.
She has that effect on everyone.
Do you ever get upset or anything, Ellie? Like you're just let it leave it, Rev. The camera's good. Yeah, and then sometimes she just smacks me and says stop. That's what I like. She's very frank, even for an Ellie. And anybody wants to come up and join us, please do. It is, what is the title? Oh, best clickbait titles you've seen and Tuesday Hangout.
This is Llama.
That's another llama.
Wait, hold on. Going the wrong way. I hate this freaking camera.
Ellie, you're welcome to come up if you want, but I don't want to put you under any pressure. Everybody's welcome to come up. Has Phil ever come? I don't think Phil's ever come up. Has Phil ever come up?
No drama. No drama llama.
No drama llama. Drama llama ding dong.
Come on, guys.
Drama llama ding dong do.
I'm easily amused.
Anya Gold is trying to join. Why is she trying to join on my phone? That's weird. Hang on. Hang on, Anya. I've got a strange hiccup here. I'm gonna ask you to try again.
Hey,
I've
silly.
never seen that happen before.
Whoa, now what's going on my phone? What the hell?
I know.
What's happening here? Leave my phone out of this.
Try
No
again,
photo,
Anya. Just
no drama.
click on the thing again if it knocked you out. This is
Aw,
only on Periscope. Well, Phil, you can come up anytime you want. When I have a. All right, let's see. Wow, I'm getting commentary delivered straight to me. Yeah.
Commentary.
Yeah. It's like the second level of comments,
Oh.
where they comment to you on your phone.
I'm gonna put together like a few of these things, and then we can have a drawing tomorrow or sometime.
We're gonna have a drawing tomorrow.
Whatever.
By the way, all of you, thank you so much for getting us over the top so we can get a payout. So my lovely friend Eleanor can get a little cash and give it another shot, Anya.
Fighting an eviction. They didn't give me They didn't post anything for an eviction. I've read everything that I could find. They can't just toss my shit out, and they can't just toss me out. And they owe me another which 91 minus 28. Whatever that is, they owe me that many more days.
Paradope has become Paradope, it would seem. Too kind. Oh, really, seriously. You're a good friend, Ellie, and I have so many great friends on here. Helen and Ellie and Eleanor and Joy and Abyss and August, Phil, PK Bubblets, all one person, by the way. My new friend the llama had the misfortune of participating in a magic show and got sawn in half. Jokes aside, that's a beautiful llama. Okay, wait a minute. She's still trying. What is going on? Is Putin blocking our friend from getting in here? Hang on a second. Now I think I just got a message.
What else was there?
Anya Gold is live. Oh, wow. Wait, she's live. Hang on a second, Eleanor. Okay. I'll be right back. Wait, will this kill the show if I leave? Wait, will this kill the show if I leave? Hold on.
I don't know how. No, Can you physically stay there? Or make it look like you're there still? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hold on a second. Okay. Hold on. I'm in her scope. Hold on a second.
Power off.
Oh, you can hear me. Yeah, but you're actually live on your own broadcast, and we're trying to get you into my broadcast. Hey, Rev, trying to help Anya join you. Yes. Don't leave, Rev. I won't. We got Pablo on the case now, so hang on, Anya.
You guys are on top of it, man. Freaking Haps team is they're like wizards.
I'm not leaving. I'm here.
And Pablo's like
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We currently have a Boeing employee working on the wing of the plane. Do not be concerned. He's a professional. And do not be concerned about those flames. We're just getting your hot dogs roasted for your in-flight meal. He's out there on the Weber. Everything is fine.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Oh, hot dogs. Yeah.
Dogs. Oh, isn't that cute? It's a wiener dog.
Thank God for Pablo. Honestly, what would any of us do without him? Really? No, I know. I've been calling Pablo for just personal advice lately. He's got nothing to do with Haps, man, but I need some help because Pablo has got his shit together, as they say. He's a great guy. I love him. All right. Pablo's currently talking to Anya. So his broadcast is under your broadcast. This is great. This is how helpful people at Haps are. And I'm talking
I know,
I'm
they're
talking
just
creators
like on
too.
it.
Right. I'm talking creators too. Like we're all here for everybody. We'll just talk them off the ledge. Here we go. Nope, that's Ellie. We're happy to see Ellie. There she is. Hey, Ellie.
Hey, Ellie.
Hello.
See, like already Ellie's here, and I'm going to be like calmer.
Yeah.
Just like a calming voice, literally in the darkness. So I can see a little light there leaking through, Ellie. It looks like I have no idea. How's it going? What's up, Elle?
Oh, did I not turn my camera off?
No, we've been looking at you the whole time.
Lies.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Liar. Liar, liar. Oh, I do
Well,
not
we
like
might be
that.
in the dark. But
Can we just get rid of the stack thing altogether, please? It's not flattering for anybody. Let's go to grid. Thank you.
hey, eat some sausage.
I noticed somebody commented, thank God for, oh, we're still there. I noticed somebody commented earlier today when I was on here and I was like, I think I whistled to my son like he's a puppy.
I did. That's what I said. She's calling his kid like he's a lab.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hey, there she is. All right, hang on.
I made it. Oh my God.
You made it. I can hang up your other one. Pablo, you are the man. Thank you, Pablo.
Thank you. Yes.
And it is 8 p.m. in California, by the way, folks. And I can guarantee you, I think I was texting with Pablo at 9 a.m. my time. So he's working more than 8 hours a day. So thank you, Pablo. You're awesome. We appreciate you a lot.
And come up and his live broadcast.
You do try and you do a good job.
Yeah, and he was doing
Above
a
and
live
beyond,
broadcast just now. He was great. He was tutorials. I'm learning. I'm trying to learn this app.
Excellent. Excellent. Let's see. Let's do this. Hang on a second. Since we do this, then we can do that. And one more time. Come on. Come on. Come on. Why didn't it do it? I was trying to put it on Pip. No, I don't want it on Pip. I'm sorry. I want it on tall. My bad. Yeah, you put it on tall. That's the way to do it.
Oh, my
All right, Anya, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm just trying to get in this. I'm very excited because so I'm listening to you guys, just randomly looking through stuff, and I found that a person that I spoke with when I was doing a Periscope once, he basically he gave me a good pointers regarding what I was talking about, and I just finally this was like almost 3 weeks ago, and I've been looking for him ever since, but I found him through you. So yeah, basically he advised to share my information that I was sharing before with others. Did you want to talk about that?
Sure.
Okay, perfect. So basically I moved to America when I was 10 years old, from Russia, and I lived in New York most of my life, and I was basically I saw many things that I did not understand, I couldn't explain, and questioned it always since 10 years old, being that I was indoctrinated in Russia in my school about America, and wasn't told we were moving here until I was in the airport. So when I arrived, it was a surprise from people behavior to everything, to just the way I learned about America versus the way it is. And I appreciate just everything that it has to offer, especially how it's set up originally. And because I had to take my citizenship, I had to learn about it. And when these current events began, I would say within the last year or so, when it got heavy, I got into some interesting debates with people that didn't remember their founding information of this country.
Mm-hmm.
And I basically, just keep pointing attention to the fact that this is a very unique place where many things could take place if you don't, forget it. And people happen to forget because they don't have the appreciation that I do.
Right. It's amazing you can be a citizen here your entire life, and everyone would fail the test. I bet most.
And
yeah,
honestly,
most
the
people
test
would.
wasn't, the test wasn't that. It was more about interest because what I was seeing in the world wasn't being reflected, like by the rules, was not reflected in reality. And
Thanks,
when I went
buddy.
back,
Thanks, Pablo. Go ahead, Anya.
yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Pablo. Appreciate it. And so when I reacted, the way I do, things is without, I don't have, well, I used to have embarrassment, or it doesn't work that way, or whatever, keep going. And I persisted, and because this is not how this says to do, and this is, and this is regarding everything. I'm talking about education, I'm talking about government, I'm talking about court systems. Most of the time it's education because of sciences, because I love science. But anything and everything is touched by the fact that rules are changed by our ignorance. We don't understand and we go along with it. And the ignorance is not to be blamed on people. I'm not like saying everybody's ignorant, that's it. No, it's just that it's hidden and you have to search for it, and who has the time? And so the bigger picture is kind of like, there's a pressure on people to be busy, and who has the time to go search? And like you said, you could live your whole life and not know the history or why this country was founded, and for what reasons, and how it's so unique that this is the place it has to start, to remember, to be able to free everybody else.
Right.
Yeah. And it's it's something that I believe only immigrants who had suffered a hard life, and had to do things a certain way, and had the ability to question without caring about the emotional scar tissue it leaves, to be able to be forged for these days right now. And what I do is come on and speak my mind. And, about a year ago, I would get maybe like 2, 3 viewers on Scope, and lately it's been, more. But Scope is Scope. Periscope is, you were talking about it, what it is. I don't have a technology. I am Generation X, so 1980. Anybody born 1980, 1970, and seen like that change from no tech to all tech understands what I'm saying. I repel technology, so I don't know how to do any of this. And to get my information out, Edward came on. He was Conservative Voices, I believe. And I've been trying to find him ever since, because I was talking about law and the Constitution, and how we could honorably and lawfully continue our lives with simple ways, as far as I understand right now, and sharing that part. And he came on the show and he told me, you should go on to this show. And I wrote it down, but I couldn't find it. For 3
But
weeks,
then you
I've been
did.
searching. Yeah, it's like meant to be.
That is awesome. So what do you think? How long have you been in this country? 10 years?
Oh, I've been here for 30 years. I'm 40.
Oh, 30 years. 30 years?
Yeah. And I came here
and
in
you're from
1990.
God, 1990 was 30 years ago. That just kind of makes me
Yeah, I know. I know.
feel
Don't.
weird. Hey, Colin, come on up, man, if you want to. Good to see you. Colin is from Lincolnshire. Let me invite him.
And
Did I invite
Eleanor,
him?
I noticed you're from Denver. So I'm actually Western Colorado. I'm in the most like secluded part because I don't like people anymore. I moved away from people. And I live in a 300 people town. And, before that, it was Baltimore. It was the smallest town I lived in. So I am just down I-70, a few hours from her.
Well, you're in southwestern Colorado, right? Like, are you closer to
Just
Durango or something?
Western. It's
Just
Western
Western?
Slope. It's like, yeah, it's like Grand
Well, that's the
Junction.
San Juan Mountains there?
Before that, more like Rifle, Grand Junction. It's where there's
Oh, okay.
definitely
Oh,
less
okay. So you're not.
population.
Yeah. I know where that is. I love it out there.
I love it. And it's, more cows than people. It's just great. Simple.
Well, I mean,
And
if you want to live somewhere, with intelligent beings. Yeah, being somewhere where there are more cows than people, it's definitely going to do that.
absolutely agree with you. Yes, thank you.
Hey,
Because
Civic
yeah,
Stage Manager Kim Weinberg, RevMac Live, A Ray of Sunshine. Oh, hey, Colin, saying hi to everybody.
hi, Colin.
So, do you
Hello,
have plans? Do you have plans to make the merger over to Haps?
Oh, I am. No,
Well, I
I
know
am
you
over
are,
at
but I
Hops.
mean, like, do you have big plans for like what you're going to do on
No,
Haps?
I don't have any plans. I just want to broadcast and be able to do what you do, or I'd be able to do a show like a couple of days a week.
That's
To
awesome.
Yeah, and I just don't honestly. I'm technologically challenged, and I have the time. I don't have the money right now, but I have. I'm resourceful. I'll figure it out. That's what we do with MacGyver stuff.
That's awesome. The your camera's frozen right now, so because we're kind of talking about scoping and everything, let's see if we can work that bug out a little bit. You're on an iPhone?
I am.
You're using the front facing camera, I'm guessing?
I try to hide my camera actually. Let me see.
Oh wait, you don't wait, do you
Yeah.
want to be seen or not seen?
Well, I'm in like my bathroom. Do you want to see my bathroom? It's fine.
No, that's fine. You can leave it the way it is. I just wanted to let you know that the camera was frozen.
Oh, I have no problem. I'm just like this was spontaneous, so I didn't even get a
Yeah,
chance to go
yeah.
sit down.
No
Okay.
problem at all. So what but you said you wanted to oh, now you're moving. There you go.
Hi.
You said you wanted to start doing some stuff on Haps and you wanted to learn. So and you want to do it a couple of days a week. Do
Yeah.
you have I believe do you have a desktop computer?
I have a like a Chromebook.
Okay, Chromebook might be a little light for I don't know. I
I
wonder if
you
you
know
could
what?
run the
I may be able to use well, my husband, he's a fly fishing guide over
uh-huh.
here, and he doesn't like me using his office because it's shop. And
Right.
politics is one thing, but fly fishing doesn't get touched.
I gotcha. I gotcha. The no, I was just saying it might be easier to use the desktop, but you know what? I'm going to try my son's Chromebook and see if I can broadcast on it because I'd be curious to know if it can be done so I can let people know they can use it. You're perfectly fine with your
That would be
phone.
nice because I was going to ask about that. Pablo was doing the show, and I wanted to ask him, can I use it? But I didn't get a chance. So yeah.
I mean, I think a modern Chromebook, as long as you weren't running anything else, I would think it would work, but you can give it a shot. But I mean, you can broadcast using whatever you want. But you were saying you wanted because there are hundreds of people on here that know all kinds of stuff about it. So
Yeah.
you said you kind of had some specific questions and things like that. I think.
Well, technologically speaking, I'll figure it out. If
Uh huh.
anybody wants to, I don't know how to use this app so much, but if anybody wants to, like, is there a message sender? Like, can you send each other messages or
So you and
like,
I, you and I, and Eleanor and all of the moderators can. There's on the phone. I don't know where the private message thing is on the phone though. Do you, Eleanor?
I don't know if she's listening.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't
Hang
think
on.
she's
I was
listening.
on my mute.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, she was on mute.
What's the question again?
Hang on. The hold on. I'm
It's
just gonna
just that you
check.
guys look so professional, and I know, like, when I do my shows, it's like Periscope. You know how
I'm
people do it.
so not professional at all. Just do you. Just get on
Well,
and be
you know
you.
what? In
Like,
that case, yeah, it's
hey,
just because I'm holding my phone. You've just clicked. 1 second. So basically, yeah, like technologically speaking, it's okay. We'll figure it out like later. But I just wanted to see if there was interest, like to talk about, current situation. What can we do honorably and without, um, adding to the pile of crap that's going on. I translate Russian, so there's a lot of Russian information that is coming out that is interesting. Just all sections because my mind is I don't know, I guess they call it like quantum thinking. I'm everywhere. My topics are random, and I've been researching for 30 years.
Yeah.
So I'm not new. And so there's just so much to discuss, and I've never found anybody interested until Edward, and now you. So
Well,
maybe
awesome.
this is
Oh,
speaking
what
here.
did August just say in Russian?
Привет. It's like a hello. Привет.
Hello, privet.
And
Yeah,
I
I know.
offer, by the way, and I'm on Telegram, which is like where I don't know how to use it either, but I could collect information. And so what I offer is like, hey, all my Russian people on Periscope, do you want me to translate? Like, come on up, you know. Where do you type the? Oh, okay, never mind. That's not it. And so yeah, like I've been translating on Periscope every now and then about situations or articles or whatever it is that's of interest to other people, because my interest is everything.
That's good. I mean, do you? I think PK said it well. The one that just start content is what is important. But I mean, just get up there. I mean, like Eleanor and I, and Lindsay, she's Badges on here. We were on here way longer than I would admit to anybody that in the real world, this afternoon, and we weren't doing anything but just talking about stuff. We were just riffing. We were just talking. We were having fun. So
And I do too.
yeah,
I
you can
get on
you
here
could
and I
just
have
get up there and
messages.
talk.
Well, and so no, but I mean with you, because I just saw also like I caught the end of the show. It was a good information sharing, you know. It's kind of like back and forth, and I like it. And so I wanted to see if you guys ever. I don't know. What do I do? Schedule it? Like I don't even know what to do.
Oh yeah. So theoretically, I should be on at like 10 and maybe what your time. I should theoretically be on like at 9 and noon, but I
Yeah.
don't hold a very tight schedule in the morning and midday because I've got work and stuff's going on. But I mean, I do live interviews Monday through Friday, and the second hour is usually kind of an open forum like this. But like tonight, I didn't have a guest scheduled, so we're just hanging out and chatting. So I mean, other than when we have the straight one-on-one interview for that hour, which is typically now going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you can pretty much come hang out anytime you want. We rotate people in and out a little bit, but yeah, we're always looking for good conversations. And
Well, and like I said, so like at this time, let's say you just like back and forth, just having conversation. Like what's going on?
yeah, there's no structure to tonight's show. So on,
Okay.
wouldn't even call it a show. We're just hanging out. I mean, that's what I said. Best clickbait titles you've seen. So if you've got a good clickbait title, I want to know what it is. And then
Ask Kelly
Tuesday hangout.
anything for donations.
Yeah, donations is good. Yeah, because I just tried. I just gave some sign. That's what it is. Actually, I wanted to see if I could earn a little bit, because what happened is my husband was amazing. When we moved out here to Colorado from East Coast, and I gave birth 5 years ago when there was riots in Baltimore. And I don't know if you guys remember that, but it was covered as if it was severe rioting, and it was bad. And what it was is really like a block of people just rioting, and the drug dealers getting pissed off because there was martial law and too many cops to sell drugs. So they got pissed. So they cleared it all up. It was all drug dealers who told everybody to stop. And I moved out here because I just, I'm like, I can't live on the East Coast anymore. And he allowed me to not work and to take care of my kid. And I've been heavily researching for the last 5 years, but in the last year, I've had this, I don't know, it's an incredible urge. It's like almost like a drug to continue to feed my interests. And he allows it. And basically I don't earn anything. And so I've noticed, people earn on here, and then Pablo's broadcast showed how to do it. And I'm trying, but I guess I need to start somewhere. That's all, because it's
Well, when I was on, everybody has their own story, but Molly B, Creative Genius Award. Thank you, Molly B. I appreciate it. I started on Periscope when it started. I signed up, first week or two, I think, and I didn't use it much. I was playing like music and just literally just chatting and hanging out with people. And I had some regular people, but I did it very hit and miss over the years. And then for the November 2018 election day, I'm like, I might have broadcast a couple of days before that, but it was right around that time. And then on election day, I think people actually started to watch. And I built up a very, very small, following of people that I love and followed me over here. And I've had quite a bit of opportunities coming over here, and things are shaping out in a very interesting way. But the fact of the matter is
What
that
is going on?
the first thing you want to do. What's happening, Eleanor? Is the plane crashing?
Can you hear that music?
I don't hear any music.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I also don't see that guy standing behind you either. So,
I love the humor here. This is good.
the
Awesome.
So the first thing you want to do, the first and foremost, most thing that you want to do is just whatever you have fun doing.
And that's what I do. And so far,
Just ignore that message. That is, I don't even know what that is.
What's that?
My computer, it's messaging Abyss. It's just.
Oh wow!
I don't know what it's
doing it on its own.
But August West, right? Okay, so August West is commenting. He's like, "How did Anya's parents flee Russia?" And that's actually a really interesting story. If you want to hear a little bit, it's kind of funny.
Sure. Go ahead. And I can hear you. I can hear you in the headphones. Hang on a minute. Tell your story. I literally was on Brian Dunning's show after dinner for 2 hours. Then I jumped on here. So 3 hours and 19 minutes. I'm taking a bio break, and I'll be right back.
Oh, I could talk for hours, dude. Don't even worry about it. I don't stop for 6 hours sometimes. My broadcasts are long. Yeah.
I gotta get this music out of my ear. Where is it coming from?
Well, hold on. Wait till you start hearing me buzzing your ear. It's going to replace the music. So, okay. But yeah, Edward, I don't know if you're still listening, but this was interesting. So when I was growing up in Russia, I was born in 1980, and we had, good, it was like a good, I don't know, anthill kind of living, right? So it's like you have imagine like the China, like Hong Kong kind of thing, because it's modern, yes. And I lived in one of the centers where there was media, so we had like a giant media tower and lots of people, lots of tourists, whatever. And we had all kinds of people in my class. Like for example, it was Black, Asian, all kinds. It was a melting pot because education was free. And so you would find a lot of people immigrating for education to Moscow. And basically, we never had, I guess, a racist kind of situation ever because, Black was called differently. But other than that, it was it was all people. And so my mother and my father told me that they wanted to move to Vienna. And Vienna's Austria. And I've been there a few times, but okay, whatever. And so we were waiting to go to Vienna, supposedly. And they kept telling me about the bananas that they have there because they have these awesome bananas because we had these tiny little bananas. Moscows would never get good fruit. One of the things in communism when I remember is you get a certain allowance, kind of like a coupons for food, and food arrives in separate stores. So like you don't have like a shopping store like where everything is. You can have like bread store, meat store, cold cut store, like that. And you get your coupons and you go and you get so much meat and so much, so you wait in line only the days that they get deliveries. And it's that's the only way I knew how to do it. So whatever, it was okay, but and so I remember bananas or fruit or whatever, it was always like crappy. And so they kept telling me, yeah, they have fresh bananas and it was good. And I went to a few interviews and they never mentioned the country I was moving to. And when I was saying goodbye to everybody, my family at 10 years old, this took about, 5 years or so, maybe more. We were saying goodbye to all the family we were leaving behind. And my cousin hugged me and said, hey, you're going to have fun in America. You're going to love it. Just call me up. And I don't think you're on mute. Oh, no.
No, I'm not. My computer's just like typing out messages itself. I don't know what it's doing. It doesn't make any sense. It's just,
Through the computers. Mine doesn't cooperate. But anyway, I'm like, America? What the hell are you talking about, America? So then I understood they had a fun flight to, like, because we went to, Italy first and whatever. I mean, I was bitching and complaining the whole way, and it's it's around the world, so quite a bit. Because see, if I knew that I was moving to America when we were trying to apply, to get in through the door, through the wall, um, I would have been either, if I mentioned anything in school, I would have been either laughed at and disgraced, as shamed, like what they do with Trump supporters nowadays, basically. And because America was always portrayed to me as a country of, like, they always showed us the pictures, right? It was like a fat person with like a muffin top stomach, like eating like a burger, and at one hand, and then like he had money in the other hand, and like a gun at his hip, and they were just portrayed as nasty, fat, greedy people. And this was the image of America. Capitalism was bad. Everything was bad. It was just like, what was good was the party. What was good was to become like part of the party. That's honorable. To betray your country and go to somewhere that's so against it, it's beyond words. And that's how we thought, because that's how we were taught. And if you were part of the party, then you understood also that you understood that certain things were happening. Again, even though you were a child, like third grade, I left in fourth grade. Our education was extremely well, like it was good education, but you understood that, like, America never helped Russia to win the war. What are you talking about? They were never participating in it. Um, the 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 whole history of our revolution and everything that happened was completely screwed off. And the top thing to do was to go check out like Lenin. He was like, the dude that 1918 started the whole Bolshevik shit. He was actually like one of the Rothschild fucking sponsored, and Marxists absolutely hated the country of Russia and portrayed as a grandpa, Dedushka Lenin, they called him. He was like the honorable thing. And Russians, as a child, you see one way. And when I arrived, and I was so pissed, because I hated them. How could you bring me to this country? And we came to like LaGuardia, I think, and went through like Manhattan, drove through to Staten Island. So you go, like, you see the skylines, and I didn't meet anybody until like a couple of weeks into it. Why are they so nice to me? And why are they so skinny? They're so pretty too. Because that's when I had my first gaslighting like experience, basically, where you'd start doubting your own sanity, because you just realize that you don't even realize you got lied to. You realize that you're wrong and your assumptions are wrong. And when people gaslight other people, it's one of the worst things you could do, because it leaves so much emotional scar tissue that you could become insane. Like, and I've lived with this my whole life. And Brezhnev was in power. Brezhnev was before it. Brezhnev, I don't know when he was before Lenin, right? I mean, Lenin. He was before Yeltsin, I think. But anyway, and after that, I go to yeshiva, and we're refugees, by the way. That was what the status was. Refugee, as a Jewish refugee, that was the second wave, because the first wave was like 80s. And Brighton Beach in Brooklyn, everybody knows, was covered in. uh, it's a Russian-speaking country. If you're American, you're the foreigner. So you got to learn how to speak Russian when you go to Brighton. And basically, people come there, and the point was to be able to get on your feet and then move on. And that's not what happens. And so basically, what I've noticed over the years that I lived there, that first of all, contradictory history of our humanity, America, I mean, name it, doesn't, it's contradictory to other things. So there's this inconsistencies. Religion, I was introduced immediately into Jewish school, because refugees that are Jews go to Jewish schools, sponsored by many people, including Trump. And he very quietly used to donate to people like myself and to organizations, and bought up a whole bunch of buildings on oceanfront in Coney Island, where people that are immigrants are able to lotto off apartments at like a tenth, not even a tenth, like a 0.5 of the price. $1 million apartments going for like 50,000. And these are the gifts given by, him along with others, but to get the American dream, to be able to do, what you want as much as long as you put stuff into it, and that was something that my parents believed in and I believe in. And then when 9/11 happened and other things happened, and people are just giving away their rights, literally, here, take it, I don't want them. I started flipping out, and it was when I started really diving into the situation of why we're here, and who is controlling this place, and how did that happen, and where is it going. And as I started to warn people, and you had to do real research, go to libraries and everything, I, based on what my father believed in, because he passed away in 2000 and didn't see 9/11, thank God. Um, you know, it really hit me that people are ignorant, but not by choice. It's because it's because of other issues. And so, there is a lot of compassion in me, because I understand what it's like to wake up to many truths that you thought were, too many truths that you didn't think were true. And well, let's not, I don't want to get into like Trump is good or bad, but it's not about Trump. The point is that where America stands right now, you guys have the only constitution that states, it's a contract that states, first of all, because of tyranny, because of oppression, because of unfairness, unjustness, we declare ourselves free from you. So therefore, here's our like rules that we're going to live by. Here's our government that's going to protect our rules. Okay, and here is the outlining contract that does that. And we are the employer and they are the employee. And somehow along the way, it's gotten forgotten. And therefore, we do, what we assume ourselves powerless. We lost our power because we don't remember the fact that we own the government. We could fire the government if we want to. And had we remembered this earlier, it wouldn't have gotten to the point that it did. But, everything's for a reason. And I found myself, just in this little town 5 years ago. And yeah, well, we're not a democracy, honey, Joey. We're not a democracy. We're actually a constitutional republic. That's one of the problems that people don't understand, is that a democracy, it's a rule of mob, majority rules. A constitutional republic, it's districts within your state. You find out what you want to do, and then somebody that you elect to represent your opinion goes on and represents it. And again, look, and I'm not trying to make this into a political Trump, go Trump or not Trump. That's not the point. It's not even about Trump at all. It's about the people. Do you remember the fact that you are the boss of this government? Do you remember that you tell them what to do? Great, Joy. So you work in politics. Do you remember that this country is constitutional republic, not the democracy? It's a democratic election process, yes. But the difference is that we're not ruled by mob. And nowhere in the world are you ever going to find a place that has an original contract that you could refer to and say, hey, you can't cancel this because you work for me. And, this is, the big mistake also that I'm finding is that people are making this about Trump, and people who support Trump or who don't support Trump are making this about him. It's not about him. It's about us. It's about remembering who we are. Okay. Well, and so, yeah. Okay. I love how people like just, again, you're just completely ignoring the point of what I'm saying. The point is, what I'm saying is, remember who you are, Kim. Remember that you own your government, and whether you like Biden or whether you like Trump or whether you don't like either of them, do you see what's going on right now in the country? That people don't represent, the people you elect to represent you represent their own interests in front of yours, okay? And you haven't elected anyone, surprise, surprise, since like, oh my God, since Kennedy, before Kennedy, you have never had a fair election ever. Okay. You have been, and that's another difference between Russia and America. In Russia, they tell you, hey, you don't matter. Your voice doesn't matter. Your opinion doesn't matter. So fuck off. Shut up. We'll tell you what to do. Here, they tell you, oh, of course you vote. You participate. You matter. And people go and vote, not knowing that they don't. There is no voting. It's always chosen. It's always been that way. Oh, I'm glad you voted. I voted for the first time in my life. And you know what? Trust me, I've been dying to vote. For the first time in my life, I voted this year. Well, 2020. Okay. And I knew that, because I have a lot of information just at my, fingertips. I knew this was not going to be a fair election. But did you know that none of the presidents that you ever voted for or countries ever voted for ever been elected because of the fact that they were voted for them? No, because they were only elected because they were chosen. Okay, because they chose to play the game of politics. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. But you know what? It's not, and I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I am not like associated with any, as a matter of fact, I was a psych trans. I was a psychedelic trans partier. I was a raver because it didn't have politics, because I didn't want to know anything about politics, because that's one of the subjects I studied in college. When when you get into like sixth grade and you ask your teacher, how come the earth science says you're 4.5 billion years old, the earth, and Torah says it's only like 5,000, they can't explain that, right? So I got kicked out of school for asking those questions. And then I asked in high school about physics. Why don't, big things are made of small things? How come they don't have the same rules? Like, how come we have rules for big things and rules for small things? And I got kicked out of school for asking that question. Okay. Because people that teach you have no right to tell you anything when they cannot explain the basic of the basics, which is basic foundational principles of anything. And inverted rules, yes, exactly. Electoral college is what was chosen because we're a constitutional republic, so to be represented fairly, okay, in a democratic election is why we have the electoral college, okay, to protect that fact. And so mob rule doesn't rule here. And people believe that they're living in a democracy. We're protecting, this is going to destroy our democracy. You're not living in a democracy. Otherwise, every democracy has failed. Look at history. And we have a collective amnesia as people because look at our history and we repeat the same mistakes over and over. Why?
The best
And
clickbait titles you've seen Tuesday Hangout. I'm confused. Is this not about clickbait? We seem to be talking a
I
lot of
am so
politics
sorry.
here.
I got off. Yeah, I got off and you're taking a break. But you can
Oh,
talk about
bless you.
clickbait. I'll take a break if you want. My
No,
bad.
no, it's absolutely fine. I can just sit here on the side and just listen. It's all good. Where's the Reverend gone? Where's Rev go? He left.
No, he stepped away to just take a break, I think. But I don't know if he left.
Oh,
Eleanor, do you know if he
okay.
left?
I shall leave you to continue talking. I'll just
No,
step
no,
back.
you're fine. We
No,
can talk
it's
about
absolutely
clickbait. I
no,
I could gag for
no, it's
hours.
absolutely fine. I'm just I shall make myself a cup of tea and I shall join the conversation shortly. But thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thanks. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know. Eleanor, do you know if he? Oh, there she is. Eleanor, do you know if he left? Rev, he just asked.
He's
You're
obviously
on
not
mute
in
again.
his chair. He's not in his chair. So
No, I know.
what's
He took away. I think he was
going,
gonna
Brenda?
get
Sorry,
coffee or something.
Brenda, what's going on? I decided to take the Rev's kind invitation to step in. Clickbait. You wouldn't recognize those celebrities now. Possibly not. Possibly not.
Yeah,
But I
because they
did
use
say that I would
CGI.
step back in inside because obviously this lady knows what she's talking about. I don't understand politics. I don't understand religion.
Me
Sweet Pea
neither.
moments ago. Hello, Sweet Pea. Hello, Leslie. How's it going? Oh yes, I'll just draw back on the side and drink copious
No,
amounts of
because you know what?
British
That's
tea
part of our
because that's what we do
conversation right
best.
now. You don't see celebrities that you wouldn't recognize them because, first of all, it was all a falsehood facade that I felt actually that one I fell for very deeply. I did not know so many things about celebrities until very recently because of this. interesting falsehood that touches every aspect of our lives. And because, we choose not to, I chose not to participate in politics, which I thought was falsehoods, and investigate history because it's complete falsehood, and investigate science because it's complete falsehood and it's not being taught. And I chose to music, and I liked music and dancing, and then,
Yeah.
artists and art and actors. And then now that's falsehood too. There's nothing that isn't falsehood. We've been
Bring on the
in a
music, bring
world
on
of
the
lies.
dancers. Bring on the music and bring on the dancers. Brenda says, how was your day, Colin Porter? My day was great. Thank you very much. Leslie says, good to hear you, Colin. Hope you're well. I am very well. I'm just stepping in here to say hi to Rev, and he's not here. He's not available, to no avail. So what do? We just sit here.
And we can listen to me actually. Hi, Colin. This is
Hi,
okay.
how's
So
it going?
that's, oh wow. Okay, yeah, everybody's so professional. They got like microphones. I'm just like, I'm new here, and I've been like trying to do this HAPS thing, but I repel technology. So it's like just hard to understand how to use this.
Nobody needs fancy microphones. They don't need them. They just need to be able to have their voice heard. And as long as we can hear your voice, it doesn't matter whether you're talking into a little lavalier lapel mic or whether it's a set of headphones with a microphone. It's all good as long as we can hear your voice.
And it's basically beautiful that there is such a platform that could connect people and not censor people based on their opinion. We don't have to agree on Trump. You don't have to agree that, but we all agree that something's wrong, right? And like, we're people and we have different interests. That's the point. That's why we all live here.
Oh, yeah.
I took a long break. How long you been sitting there, Colin?
A little while. I've been listening to this good lady.
Hold on, I can't hear anybody. Hang on.
Are we there?
Hang on, his technical issues.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you guys. Hey, Colin, how you
doing? 1, 2, 3. I'm doing okay, Rev. I just thought I'd take your kind opportunity and jump in and say hi. And I came in, and there you were gone. So I'm listening to this lovely lady talking about politics and Trump and all this other stuff that's going straight over my head. I don't understand a word. But yes, we've been putting this conversation off for a long time, so I thought I'd take tonight's opportunity to jump in and just say hi.
Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. I've been wanting a chance to be able to get to know you too and say hi. That's exciting. Yeah. So hi.
Yeah. Hi again. Yes, it's a great show. I've been following your show for a long time, Rev. I really have. Tried to make a few comments there and just let you know that I am watching. It's a great show you've got here. In fact, you've got a couple of shows, like a variety of shows. It seems like intermingled in there.
Yeah, it has gone from me just talking by myself a couple of years ago to in the last couple of weeks. I think last week I had like the best. I actually have to say that I may have had the best week in my life. Colin has an amazing voice. Like, if I could have, it's not just Colin's voice either. Hold on, what was I? Okay, I want to go here for a minute. It's not just his voice. It's the cadence. It's the rhythm. It's the it's the style. You know what I mean? Colin is like, I am like a I'm like a sunfish, baking on the hot pavement, dropped in an afternoon of fishing, and Colin is like just the most graceful, being, that just flows effortlessly through the sea that you could imagine, kind of voice. He's I love
like
your
the
voice,
perfect
dude.
audible narrator. Like,
I love your voice,
him
dude.
doing books and like.
Bless you. And I appreciate everybody saying that, but it's amazing when somebody makes a comment like that, because I sit here day after day, night after night, sometimes listening to you, Rev, and I'm thinking, that guy's got a great voice. He's got a great sound with his microphone. He's a great presenter, a great interviewer. Seriously, it's a matter of perspective, I believe. But
Sure.
Yeah, I think you carry this show so well. I think a lot of people would be pleased to have your setup, to have your audio, to have your voice. Seriously.
Well, I appreciate that very much. Yeah, I think I think your setup's pretty good, and I know people Nothing wrong with talking into a set of air.
Oh, he disappeared.
Oh,
There he is.
there he
Yeah, I'm
There he
back.
is. Welcome.
It's something weird, going on with my computer lately, but nothing wrong with talking into whatever you want. But like for me, because I've done commercials and narration stuff in a whole other life back in the day, I can't not. If I have a microphone in front of me, I can't not hear myself with the headphones. It's just they go together, So it's really difficult for me to, and so it would be really tough for me to just even use AirPods or something. Because I've done this professionally, not in this way, never in this interviewing capacity, but for a good chunk of my life. But the thing about any of these visual mediums, and I think Clubhouse actually proves this in some ways too, but the audio is something that people are going to notice if it's not right. You know what I mean? And it's going to change the whole tone of the conversation that you're having. So you have a really nice setup. And if, it's just true that some people are going to have static in the background or whatever. And you can work with that, but a good audio setup in any situation, spend money on lights and good audio. The camera itself doesn't necessarily matter. Most cameras are decent now. So yeah, I'm drifting off into a dialogue, but I love that. And I love the compliments. And the reason I love the compliments is, hey, I have an ego. That's great. But I like the compliments because it's a good way to get feedback on how well things are going and how well things aren't. And most people won't give you criticism because they're afraid, you're going to hurt their feelings.
And I want to say that because why would you be afraid?
Well, I'm not afraid. I like criticism all the time, but most people don't like to give criticism because they're going to be afraid that you're going to hurt somebody's feelings and you ruin their friendship or whatever. So, so I really do. I appreciate it. And I want to ask you, Colin, what is, you've been on Periscope for a while, right? You've done Periscope?
Well, not necessarily Periscope, but more on Haps. I did like 60 days on Haps, and then something cropped up where I had to pull back for a couple of days, and then I came back, which was unfortunate because I lost all my coins, I lost all my followers. So if anybody out there wants to follow me, please feel free. But everybody, please subscribe to the Reverend, subscribe to the ladies that are in the house here, and please drop those coins for the Rev. He's doing a great job. He needs to be supported. He needs to have those coins dropped, and he needs people to sponsor him. So please feel free. This guy is doing a great job. Seriously, no, not blowing smoke here. This guy is doing a great job, a phenomenal job.
Oh, I appreciate that, and a lot. So you basically started scoping broadcasting on here. Did you have your setup already, or what? How'd you have? What did you use it for something else, or did you get it for this?
Long story. I'm a closet karaoke. I've had the equipment for a long time. I used to mess about remixing music and creating bits and pieces and
awesome.
Making lyrics up. So I've always had the audio side of things. But we sort of went off a little bit off track there because I wanted to ask you if you managed to get your headphones sorted. There was some kind of Bluetooth issue that you had the other day with the delay, 40 milliseconds delay or something. Did you manage to sort it out?
I sorted it out by plugging a wire in and accepting the fact that I need a pair of wireless headphones. I need a pair of wireless headphones for other applications, and then I'm not going to be able to go wireless for the studio audio right away because there's this thing. It's called aptX. It's a codex. It's a way of transferring information from the Bluetooth to the headphones, in high definition or low latency or whatever. But for whatever reason, Audio-Technica did not put the APT HD codecs in these headphones. I think because they want to charge you another $200 for a pair of headphones that has it, and that's like latency free. There's no delay. I'm like, I'll just have to wait a little while longer and find a cheaper pair of headphones than $400 that will do the job. The thing is that these headphones, for their price, whether in the wired or unwired version, are just absolutely amazing headphones. Yeah. They're really good for this kind of stuff. So yes, so I did solve it, but not the way that I wanted to.
Right. So maybe it's an opportunity for me to say to anybody inside there, drop those coins and allow the Rev to get the headphones that he needs to keep this show running. No, seriously. What is it? The Bible says, ask and it is given. If we don't ask, then people aren't going to take the initiative sometimes. But when you've got a broadcaster that's of the quality that the material that you're putting out there, I think people are quite willing to just put their hand in the pocket. So that's me waffling on.
No, that's good. I love
I can talk the hype.
Well, I want to know, like, because vegan Doe, right? Doe Darling, she lives in Lincolnshire, right? And
yeah.
And I said to Doe, the other day we were talking, and I said, like, I want to go visit Lincolnshire, and she's like, why? Why would you come to Lincolnshire? And I'm like, well, because you're there, and people like Colin are there. It'd be people I'd want to visit, but so it doesn't sound like Lincolnshire is necessarily like a booming place. Maybe a little more tranquil than the city of Chicago. Maybe. What's it like there?
Okay, let me spin that on its head and relate it to what we were just saying about audio and vocal tonality and quality. I can sit here and think to myself, I want to sound like that guy. And then you can say to me, you've got a great setup, you've got the tonality, blah, 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 blah. So I think we automatically, what is it they say, that familiarity breeds contempt. Familiarity breeds contempt. So we don't always appreciate what we have, but other people can appreciate it because they're taking on a different perspective. They're approaching it from a different direction.
I like that.
Yeah, very true.
I like that a lot. I like to come into this place and be made to not made to think, but want to think, to want to learn, to make connections. I've said it so many times before. I've got some of the deepest, closest connections I have with people, really over the last 10 years, that, I've never seen in real life. And the, again, back to the idea of tonality and presentation and, looking out for people like you're doing, asking people to help me out and to achieve this, because I'm on a mission, and I really do appreciate that. And I really want to make sure people understand that there's just absolutely no reason, if you're on this platform and you're having fun, that's why you want to be here. But, everybody can use some coins. Everybody could use a subscription. And if they're so wealthy that they don't need those things, I'm sure they can donate that to somebody. So, everybody is a creator, and everybody is a, is a part of the platform, and is a part of the team, and is a part of HAPS. And, I went on a 20-minute rant earlier, Colin did at the end of my little daytime segment of why we need to make sure this network stays together, and the depth that this network actually could afford communities in Africa, and, even in places like Lincolnshire, or, somewhere in like Duluth, Minnesota, where, there's not the budget for the local newspaper or anything anymore. It's just such a great way for people to be able to share the news and life and everything. I know so much about people. I know so much about Scotland with Helen, and I'll learn more about England with you, and I'm learning with, by knowing Doe and the half a dozen other people just alone, Walt, that I know from England, that like I would never talk to. I would have never had an opportunity to talk to, so this place is golden, so yeah, I definitely want to.
The support here is amazing too. Just like that, Pablo assisting me to get onto you so quickly. It was amazing. I have never seen support like that.
That's pretty cool. It is. It's a great community. I mean, I was on a platform called Blab. I was on a platform called Blab about 5 years ago, something like that. And it was a similar sort of setup, and unfortunately it went down the pan. And everybody made so many connections. It was a great community. And I don't care what anybody says. It's okay texting somebody or emailing somebody. But I think when you can hear the person's voice, you can hear their tonality, you can see their body language, you can see whether they're being congruent, whether they're being genuine, or whether they're, like, as I say, blowing smoke. And I think coming onto the HAPS platform, I made so many friends, in such a short period of time, because they're willing to build that community, that sense of community. The spirit of community is like intrinsic in the whole HAPS platform. It really is built into there. And I think wherever you go, whichever broadcast you step into, if you're lucky enough to get invited in, like I did today, I think
Like
you
me
get to
too,
meet
yeah.
such great people. Exactly. That's how it works. This is how it works. There's some great people out there. And I think in the outside world, there are too many people trying to look after number one. But I think it was
Mhm.
Napoleon Hill said, if you help people, they will help you. I will help that person to get to where he wants to be. I will help that person do whatever it is that he's trying to do, if it's within my power. And at some point along the lines, the universe will send it back from somewhere else. As you sow, so shall you reap. And it's so true.
I agree. The I'm not religious. I'm deeply spiritual, but
no,
I
no.
I understand my but I understand my spirituality to be a um a a a product. I hate to say product, but just I evolved to be spiritual. We could talk about it for a couple of hours as to how that might be, but I evolved to be a
Oh,
spiritual being, so I don't need mysticism to be spiritual. That's fine, but I don't need mysticism. I
no.
know that I'm innately a spiritual being. I look at my spirituality from a purely scientific standpoint, and I accept it, and I like it, and I embrace it. And I will say that when I was homeless, um, and probably had some of my most deeply spiritual, in both good and bad ways, in both dark and light ways, moments of my life,
Yeah.
the universe, there is something to the universe that I don't know if it's on the level of muons and these really tiny little quantum particles or whatever, but I don't know if it's on that level or what, but there is something that somehow the physics, the magic, the whatever you want to call it, of this universe does exactly like that. What you said, things will
Yeah,
come
and I
back.
could explain that in physics,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
It does. I just want to quickly say, if I may, I mean, I'm not deeply religious. I mean, that's why I refer to it as this universe, this universal substance, this universal consciousness, this benevolent force. But if you look at it from a scientific standpoint, I mean, we know that energy can't be created or destroyed. It can only move to, through, and out of form and back into form again. So therefore, I mean, logically, in the scientific basis says that our energy has to go on. We cannot be
Yes.
created or destroyed. So we're moving to and through form and onto another level. I mean, you take water. People look at water and it can be like on a physical thing. You got the ice there, and then you've got water. It's like tangible. It's corporeal, more or less. And then you heat that water up. You raise its vibration again, and then you've got steam, and it's in like the air, ether, or gas. You know what I mean? So I'm going to let this lady speak because she obviously knows what she's talking about.
Well, I just wanted to add because, okay, these are the topics I love. And I'm not religious. I never grew up with religion. So when, talk about Jesus and everything, it gets me a little scared even sometimes because I read the Bible I think the Bible is a good guide, but I study like physics. Okay. And on a, let's say, mainstream level, it could be quantum physics, but more or less unified field theory. And what it tells us is basically that space is the one thing we have in common, like between you and me and a table and a star, in a molecule. one thing we have in common is space, okay, in between our molecules. And the particle takes up 0.01%, let's say. So we focus on the 0.01% in our science and ignore the 99.9% of it. And what it tells us when you actually start studying the field, you see the self-organization with increasing complexity, with absolutely ability to adapt to its environment and structure itself accordingly. That's the intelligence, and the ability to discern between whether or not this is a survivable area or not is absolutely determined by something that we all have in common, which is the grand consciousness, God, whatever. People call it different, the universe. I'm also very spiritual, and when I found the reasons for it, I was like, wow. It's not chaos. It's not chaotic theory. It's the opposite. Everything is actually more and more and more complex, organized. Yeah.
100%. I mean, you could probably sit there and talk about Schrodinger's equation and Schrodinger's cat and like the Copenhagen interpretation. You know your stuff.
I'm not a fan
we
of
should
the
sit and talk.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. But you know what? I am a fan of what it implies. But yeah.
What it implies. Okay.
Well, the consciousness does affect reality, but I don't think the way they got to that is correct because of the way the experiment is set up. So you always have interference with observation when you have an observer versus no observer. So it's
yeah. You got it.
Well, I mean, we can go down so many fun rabbit holes, but I've been in so many clubhouse rooms lately with conversations on artificial intelligence. Thanks for the high five award, Sweet Pea. Oh, hi, Sweet Pea. I love you, Sweet Pea. It's good to see you. The high five award. Wow, my brain went in the wrong direction there. That was funny. So I've been in so many of these conversations or listening to these conversations in Clubhouse with these preeminent people, in their field around artificial intelligence and consciousness and all these things. But I mean, the thing that I think that it's not for me to say what they're doing wrong, but the thing that I question is, I love you back. I love it. The thing that I question is, I think we're just fooling ourselves. The reason that we can't understand consciousness is we're not conscious. We're in a state of existence that feels like consciousness because evolutionary forces have. So think about it this way. A dog, we would differentiate our state of consciousness from a dog's, right? I mean, I think we would say that, we're more conscious if that's the case. But what happens with a dog is that you have to understand is that when a dog gets in a fight, all right, and let's say the two dogs are equally matched, they're going to fight to a tie forever. What happens is a dog then might strike another part of, another dog like in the thigh, right? And so at that moment, the dog moves into this hyper state of consciousness that it doesn't have all of the time. And it can identify that it needs to attack that thigh and just take that thigh down and it will win, right? And when it does that task, it drops back down into its kind of non-consciousness mode that it's in. So those jumps into hyper-consciousness may be one reason why we're conscious today. That might have been one of the paths to consciousness for us. But I think that they're all wrong. I think that we're not conscious. We're walking meat sticks with very powerful wetware computers that give us the illusion of existence. And so many of the things that you can speak to that exist, that reality isn't real, is even just the way that we see. Every single thing we see right now is a prediction. It's a projection. It's not the way things are. It's a millisecond into the future. The brain is projecting what it thinks needs to be there for us to survive in the world. So everything is a construct. So to go into this depth and to get an education and a PhD, I respect all of that stuff. It's amazing. But I think at the end of the day, there's two reasons why we won't understand consciousness. One, well, maybe three, but one, because we just can't the being that is trying to discern consciousness can't do it because we're not smart enough to understand that process that makes us conscious. A computer will be able to, an AI will be able to, but it won't be able to tell us why.
Yeah.
So that's one way. That's one way I think that'll do it. And then the other way is that we're just in fact not conscious. It's just a trick. It's just an evolutionary trick. And evolution wanted to make sure we procreate. And I know, and the funny thing is Ian, you know Ian, right? The physicist who's in Philadelphia, he's going to be on the show. And I texted him on Yahoo. Wow, my brain is really off. On Twitter.
Bless you.
Yeah, exactly. On Twitter. And is what's my name, by the way? No, anyway, on Twitter. And I basically said that to him. And I said, I said, don't laugh, but this is kind of what I think. And he said, no, he said, when we talk, I may, change the context around, change some things around, but he's like, basically, he agreed with me. Yeah. So, it's just a fascinating subject, and a neuroscientist. Thank you, Joy. I said physicist, didn't I? Oh, by the way, that's why I got excited there for a second. So, Dr. Hooper, Deanna, will be on Sunday.
I think I just subscribed to him by accident.
7 p.m. GMT. I'll post it up, Colin, but I don't know if you've seen her on Periscope or if you saw her on Haps yet. She's usually on Sundays, maybe. But I was on Sunday. I saw this woman. She was talking cosmology, and I was like, whoa, that is so awesome. And so she's going to be on the show because you're going to be able to get your noodle baked, as I say. And she's really good at explaining those hard things to people. So I'm very excited.
I
look forward to that.
You have all the most amazing
I really will. Yeah, it's going to be great. I shall pencil it. In fact, I'll put it on my whiteboard and I won't forget. A couple of points I wanted to just
go ahead.
Latch onto there. Mm-hmm. I mean, I love the fact that you brought the dog to the table. Something I heard a long, long time ago when it was relating to consciousness and understanding things, and it said about the dog, and it said the dog goes into a room. The dog knows it's in the room. Now we go into a room, we know we're in the room, but we know that we know we're in the room. So that sort of gives us the next level of consciousness up from that perspective. And I thought that was great. Something I've always remembered. And this was something I heard 10 years ago.
I like that.
And as you rightly said, we're trying to understand. We're trying to understand consciousness from a level of consciousness that doesn't always give us the ability to recognize that. I think that somebody once said that the further you go down the rabbit hole, and the more you know, the more you know that there's so much more to know. Yeah, you can go on forever. I mean, a great movie I watched once called, we're going back 10 years or more again. I think it was called What the Beep, and it's sort of it's a popular thing around at the time. So that's the one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely awesome. But anyway, I'm talking too much. It is like,
well,
please do. Yeah.
Go ahead, Anya. I'm going to let you finish up too. But what I'm going to do is it's 11:05 and in Chicago, and I have to go to bed because I will say that like for the next hour and a half and go to bed, and I'm going to hold firm to it because I'm incredibly tired. So go ahead, Anya, finish your thought, and we can always do this again. Nobody jump away yet, because I think people don't always realize that when I exit out and end the broadcast, feel free to leave if you want. But stay in the room a minute because I like to do a quick little debrief and chat just a second before you guys go, if you want to do that. And everybody, you can do your little outro. Say goodbye to everybody. Let me say goodbye to everybody too. Sweet Pea, no, I actually have a COVID virologist. I have two that I'm working on to come on the show. One is a virologist. Actually, Clarissa, hold on a second. I think she got back to me. Give me a second because I want to check my because if I don't do this now, I'll forget. No, Clarissa Silva has not gotten me back yet to confirm a date, but I have another person. And in fact, Joy turned me on to somebody that I think is who I really, really want. And I haven't yet reached out. No, I did reach out, but I haven't heard back. I don't know. So Sorry, I'm getting a message here. Yeah. So anyway, give your outros and yeah, this is great. Don't leave yet once I shut the show down too for a second.
I just wanted to add to what you just said about consciousness, and I absolutely agree in terms of I agree that we don't know enough, and why that is different than, like I said, that's a different topic. But what it is that we focus on something that we understand, okay, and that's the physical part. Our senses are physical, everything is physical, okay. The what we call extrasensory, right, is extra to most people. Now when you're able to access certain fields of information and understand that what you know is how much is this much compared to how much you don't know, and begin to understand and plug into the fact that consciousness is actually always available, it's always open to you, but we choose to kind of just stay to what we know, like a dog knows that it walks into a room and it could use its nose and it relies on that, and its ears, and that's it. We just rely on the five basic senses. And now what has been going on recently, if you take a look at the Schumann resonance, if you take a look at people just randomly around the world, and who, let's say, meditators, they are starting to notice certain things. Now I'm not a meditator, but we're rising in consciousness, we're rising in vibrate in frequency. And actually, like I've been suffering a lot, like from ear ringing. And when I understood what I understood about unified field theory, is when I realized that, okay, the area is consciousness, we just need to know how to ask it for help and allow it in. Because up until now, you're right, we really pretty much weren't conscious, and it's just the level that we chose to stay on until we're ready to move on to the next. Yeah.
We need to talk about this more, but I'm obviously aware that the Rev's trying to close the show down, so I'm not going to respond to that. But we should do another broadcast on this.
Colin, I agree. I agree.
Thank you.
I agree. Thank you, Anya. Appreciate your voice on all of this fun consciousness stuff. I had a great conversation with Kaylee LeGrand from like last Tuesday. I sound like a marketer here, but you know what? It's a really good conversation. You should listen to it. And if you go to 2 hours and 19 minutes, you'll see me get to spend the last 45 minutes of my daughter with her on her 18th birthday on the show before it turns midnight. It was a lot of fun.
The whole thing's worth watching. That really was
isn't
a
it?
great episode.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you, Eleanor. It's a fantastic interview. And so take a look at that one. It's Kaylee LeGrand, and there's some other great ones too. But yeah, that's the magic you can have on this platform. And we definitely need to have this dialogue again. And I definitely appreciate all of you. Eleanor, Colin, do you have any final words, as I say?
Nah.
No, just everybody stay safe. Everybody stay safe and keep building this HAPS community and respecting and supporting the other people.
You know what I think would be fun, Colin? I don't know the vehicle yet, and I've got so much going on, but like, we have to do something with our two voices. Like, I don't know, like we need to counterplay off each other. Like somebody needs to draw a cartoon or something. I just think it would be fun because I really love your voice. And I think it would be, well, bless you. Yeah. We're going to make some magic sometime. We got to make that happen because I'm serious, dude. Like, like you're just like, I'm just fanboying over everybody the last few days. So I'm just going to fanboy over Colin's voice because it's really great. So yeah, so thank you everybody for coming out. Anya, thanks for coming up. Joy, Brenda, Sweet Pea. Looks like Marsha's here. I'm going to scroll back a little bit. I know Eleanor was here. Helen was here. I know Eleanor was here. Helen was here. Kimchi was here. I know there were a lot of you in here. And that I'm not going to be able to scroll back and say hello to everybody or good night to everybody. But yeah, thank you, all of you, for hanging out. Tomorrow night, we will have Ana Gomez Sevilla. If you were lucky enough to see her on the, what did they call that? Marathon? It wasn't a marathon. It was just a few hours. If you were lucky enough to see her.
They called it the marathon.
Right. But it was fun, and it's a marathon. But if you're lucky enough to see her on the marathon, that's awesome because she's absolutely amazing young actor, filmmaker, dancer. We're just going to just have fun for a couple of hours tomorrow night and hang out. So she will be here, and then Davcat on Thursday, and
Nice,
that is
nice.
now called Davcat and the Revolution. So if you're into politics or you're not, you got to watch, because Davcat now have a lot of good conversations, and we're going to talk about world politics too. So it won't just be American centered. It won't be Trump focused or anything like that. Colin, thank you. Eleanor, thank you. Looks like Anya popped out. Stay here, guys, for 2 minutes. We're going to say peace be with you and namaste.